You're watching Las Vegas 1 on Cox Cable. Live from the studios of the Las Vegas Sun and Channel 8's Eyewitness News, this is News 1 at 9.
Good evening, everybody. Earlier this week, she was charged with more than a dozen felonies. Today, Fran Deane appeared in a Clark County courtroom. Deane is accused of selling public documents to private parties and pocketing thousands of dollars for herself. Deane turned herself into authorities yesterday afternoon. Today, she posted the $20,000 bail and walked out of court. Channel 8's Lindsay Patterson was there.
Frances Deane's job as recorder was to serve and protect the community. She was responsible for thousands of documents, but now she's accused of selling 32 years worth of real estate documents. She stood in court today with her attorney Conrad Klaus as he spoke to the judge about concerns he has about a police interrogation after Deane turned herself in.
She was taken out of the walkthrough procedure and put into a private room where a police detective put her alone and talked to her, knowing she was represented by counsel.
Klaus says police taped the interview and then threatened Deane.
The police detective ended up turning off the tape and informing her that it would be in her best interest, as this was going to get much worse.
District Attorney David Roger talked to us today about Klaus's accusations police overstepped their bounds. He says they have the right to ask any suspect if they would like to comment.
It's the suspect's decision whether to talk or not talk.
Frances Deane's attorney Conrad Klaus says he believes there's an element of corruption driving this case. But District Attorney David Roger says that's simply not true.
I'm not even sure that that allegation deserves a response from the district attorney's office.
Klaus walked Deane out to her car after the hearing. Neither would speak about the case.
We'll be happy to talk to you when the time is right. Right now, it's not that time.
It was Deane's first appearance in court. Roger says it's the beginning of a long process.
Police are still looking into other matters, and this isn't the end of the case.
A case that will reveal in time if the community's trust in Frances Deane was sold, and if so, at what price. Lindsay Patterson, Channel 8, Eyewitness News.
Deane is scheduled to be back in court for a preliminary hearing on July 15th. Here's a look at what has happened in the Fran Deane case so far. On March 8th, the Channel 8 I-team was the first to report that police had executed a first search warrant at Deane's home and office. On April 18th, police executed a second search warrant on Deane's home to look for more evidence. Less than a month later, on May 5th, police finished their investigation and Deane announced she was not running for re-election. An arrest warrant for Deane was issued this past Tuesday. There are 19 felonies against her, charges against Fran Deane. They include 5 counts of theft, 5 counts of misconduct by a public officer, 4 counts of unlawful commission for personal profit, 3 counts of fraudulent appropriation of property, and 2 counts of filing a false campaign report. Read a complete list of the charges at KLAS-TV.com.